And the paper I'm about to share is practice of UX design skill improvement on the multi-product line enterprise. I'm today's presenter, Emma Wu. You can call my Chinese name Wu Mi. My education background is industrial design. Until now, I've been working in mobile and enterprise software fields for about 15 years. I'm now working as a US director in a Chinese company called Yuanian. Okay, Yuanian is a company with the mission of driving the progress of Chinese enterprise management. It's a comprehensive service provider for digital transformation of enterprises. As you know, along with the rapid iteration of our products, our company itself and our customers have higher and higher requirements for the product user experience. At the same time, we have many product lines with very complex functions and business logics. And our US team is young and small-sized. So these factors combined together are the challenges we are facing. In today's session, I will share how we try to solve these problems by the following four aspects. Okay, we will move into the first part. Is the design system that fits our business domains. As you know, although there are already many existing design systems available in the field, we have our unique comprehensive factors that requires to build a set of design system of our own. So when building the design system, we before diving into the details of each component, we thought really deeply about how to maximize the benefit of our design system. As you can see, we come up with the design system benefit model. According to the benefit model, we will make each component's commonality of the design system be as much as possible to 90% to create a high quality, both high quality and high efficiency design system to benefit as many people as possible. Not only designers, but also some other relative roles who collaborate with us very closely, such as product managers and front-end developers, and QA engineers, etc. We also defined our own design values as clear, efficient, concise, and consistent. It's the highest priority to express information, functions, and business logics very clearly, especially for the enterprise software. So that's why we put clear as the first priority. The content of our design system were divided into these three categories based on their granularity. The smallest one is the basic component, including atoms and molecules in the atomic design theory. The middle one is the business components, which are composed of basic components at the same time combined with specific common business logics. The largest one is page level components. In our products, we have a lot of shared page patterns that can be standardized and reused in a lot of business scenarios. So we also define those kind of page level components in our design system. Okay, both our design standard and the coded front-end component library needs to be iterated after its first release, as our business scenarios are changing and progressing. So we defined our design system iteration progress. When component optimization requirement or new component requirement arises, from different kind of business scenarios, how we handle this step by step are defined in this process. Okay, these are the first part of this today's sharing. Let's move into the second one. It's about how UX designer collaborate with other roles in the R&D organization. As we know, building of the enterprise software is not easy. A business requirement needs to go through several roles and several types of steps to from being raising to being implemented. So it's very necessary to build a collaboration process to involve UX role in this process, and also to ensure every role in this organization are very clear about their responsibilities and how to connect with the upstream and downstream peers. So at the same time, we also want our US resources be well used. As we have very limited US resources, we want to make most of their values. So we defined some guidelines to define which are the key features. So in these key features, the US designer will be fully involved. It take relatively more time. The first one is the number of users. For those features which have very large volume of end users, we will treat them as the key features. The second one is the importance of users. For some kind of features, their end users volume may not that large, but are very, very important, such as the CEO or CFO facing features, right? And the third one is the commonality. For the common components or the frameworks, we will also take a lot of time to be involved to design, as those will impact a lot of business scenarios. Okay, these are the first version of our R&D collaboration process. And then we are gradually aware a good design still has a long way to the final good product user experience. The key is we also need to ensure the implementation quality to ensure our original design is well reflected in the final coded product. So we added this step in the process. We asked all the functional requirements released to the related to visible pages should be flowed to the US person for acceptance. We will found and recorded some US issues in our system and mark the severity for very serious UX issues. We will not allow the product to be released before those issues were resolved. And we also define some US workload evaluation mechanism. You know, our team will collaborate with several product lines. Each product line have their development iteration plan. So in order to coordinate and collaborate with them very fluently, we will need a clear US workload evaluation mechanism. So we divide our US requirements into these kind of 3 levels. For A and B levels, normally these features are large, and US design will go first, and then it will take several iterations to implement. For these 2 kind of requirements, US design time cycle is normally greater than 1 or 2 months. For the C-level requirement, we combine both the number of typical page and the design difficulty factors into consideration to give the approximate US design duration in days. we will use the design difficulty factor. It may range from 0.8 to 1.5 to multiply the typical page count numbers. Okay, we will go to the third part. It's about how we can create the UX culture within a company. We believe that a good product user experience cannot rely only on the UX team. We need to align with all other relative roles to work together. We need to do more to influence them to know what roughly UX design is about. There is a Chinese famous saying, a long journey can be covered only by taking one step at a time. So in daily practice, we did a lot of work on this, such as for different kind of experience and knowledge. We took different kind of communication channels to try to achieve the best effect, such as we created the best US official account in Enterprise WeChat to mainly release some basic US principles, US values, US design reviews, etc., to let all kinds of levels of the company staff know something about UX and its value. We also organized some little product experience knowledge points into small cards and pushed from this Enterprise WeChat channel every day. And these cards are light and with very limited information, such as right or wrong case comparison, so that our staff can have a quick glance very easily. We also held some live sharing for some complex product experience content, such as our US standard rollout, or some experience research on some competitive products our team did. Okay, we will go to the last part. It's about how to ensure our team's US design quality and how to improve the design quality gradually. We defined our own self-inspection checklist to help designers to review their design to avoid some basic user experience issues in the final design output. As you can see, we defined 10 points in the checklist. From number 3 to number 10, I believe they are similar with what maybe your company is now doing. Besides these points, we have number 1 and number 2, which require designers to firstly make sure what they can understand the requirement and the urgency of the requirement, so that we can design the right thing and take different approaches in design phase accordingly. It goes without saying, the cultivation of US designers' ability is a very important part of the US quality control. So therefore, we have defined and introduced the following model for the designer's ability improvement. We summarized the US designer capability into a 3x3 matrix. This allows designers to purposefully improve themselves in the work. And it also makes it clear for the designer's requirement. In addition, we created our US designer T-shaped knowledge model. It's a requirement framework for our designers to not only have a solid UX knowledge, but also they need to go one step further to our closely collaborators, such as PM or developer field, to horizontally to bring more values together. Yes, so those are the four main things we did in the past 1 year or so. After the exploration and the hard work in our daily practice, we really got some achievements, such as currently many staffs, especially the top level managers, really paid a lot of attention to the product UX comparatively to previously when they are on the meeting, they talked a lot of the technical functional issues a lot. Second one is we find create the best UX has become one of the goals pursued by a lot of product lines. And third one is our team's influence is really growing a lot. The fourth one is both the new design modules and existing product models. UX or product usability have really been improved a lot after the 1 year's hard work. Okay, that's almost all the content I'm sharing today. Thanks for your attention, and thanks for my team members who worked together with me to make this paper possible.
Okay, thanks, Ms. Wu. And